and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kawila, and on this channel we are set, we discover ourselves, we empower ourselves, and we transform our lives. Thank you for your support. If you are new here, please subscribe, share with your friends if you have always been here, and let's grow this channel together. Today we are going to be talking about something that I always recommend when you are dealing with life in general, and that is therapy. I feel like therapy is something that's becoming so normalized nowadays, and when you look out there will be so many videos about why you should do therapy, the benefits of therapy, and so on and so forth. And for me, I'll be talking about things that made me pause going to therapy. And at the beginning of this year, at some point, I started therapy because things were becoming too hectic for me, and at some point where things just became a lot and I had to pause going to therapy. And these things that I'm talking about in future, because in our channel we say 10 years from now won't be the same, so maybe 10 years to come, those are the things that I'll say were the benefits of me going to therapy. But at this point in my life, I feel like they were so overwhelming that I just had to stop and just rest, and then now I'll go back. So tell me in the comments, have you tried going to therapy and how is that working out for you? And not TikTok, listening to therapists on TikTok, that's not going to therapy. Like going to see a therapist, really. Tell me in the comments, how is that going? And if you haven't gone to therapy, why haven't you? Like, isn't life hectic enough for you to deal alone? Why haven't you gone to therapy? What are you waiting for? So the first reason that I felt like I needed to pause going to therapy was because of the so much introspection and so much like pointing the finger to yourself because of the things you are going through. And normally you hear that saying where people are like, when you are pointing a finger at someone, more fingers are pointing back at you. Well, when I went to therapy, that's when I knew this is just true, because you will try and point fingers at people, say people are treating me this way, people are doing this to me, but at the end of the day, then you'll be asked like, why are you allowing it to happen? Now you see, now the fingers have stopped going to other people, and it is it's you who is in therapy, not other people. So why are you allowing certain things to happen to you? And for me, I mainly just started therapy because grief was becoming overwhelming. But then my therapist at the beginning was like, what are your goals? What do you want to work on? So I said, why pay money to just work on one thing? So just work on all of them. So now you have increased the amount of things I'm working on. So like I feel like something that really stood out was I didn't have very strict boundaries. So it was like, if I say people are not listening to me when I say something, people just do the opposite of what I'm saying. You see, now I'm trying to point fingers. I want my therapist to be like, yeah, they should do what you are saying. Why are they not doing it? Instead of telling me that, she's like, so if they did it, did you tell them that it hurt you and they do the opposite? I'm like, no, I don't tell them, so they know what I'm saying. And then why are you allowing it? Like, now the finger becomes at you. You are the one who has poor boundaries. You're the one who is not communicating your needs. You are Yani, I went there with like 5 problems. I came out with 100 problems. I'm telling, like, and then it became so much for me to process, cause hey, me, I thought I'm perfect. I thought I am a perfect person. Like, I never thought I have problems. I'm just perfect. But now it's coming out that I have more problems, more than 99 problems. So it's like, well, this is not what I was expecting. So let me just take a break. And then when I'm ready now to face myself, it's so hard to actually face yourself, face your problems, and see like where you are the issue. It's so hard. Me even now, because earlier I was like, everybody talks about going to therapy, why don't you normally go? But it's because it's so hard to look at yourself. Hey, so me, I took a break. No more telling me I have a million problems. I came here with only 5 things I wanted to work on. Now why are they 100? Hey, why am I having so many assignments or things I'm supposed to do? No, me, I just said, let me rest, and then when I am ready now to face myself and my shadow, then I'll go back. So if you've not started therapy, if you decide to go, be prepared to face yourself and face your shadow. Like, it's so, you might discover you have so many problems and you thought you are a perfect person. If you're already in therapy, did you find that out? Did you find that you have problems? Or am I the only one who has so many problems? So tell me in the comment section below. The other reason that I post going to therapy is the awareness that comes with it. And you know, if you are aware you are doing something wrong, and you know very well you went to therapy to become better, and now you know, oh, I don't have good boundaries. So now when you bend your boundaries for someone, you can see, oh, that's the problem we were talking about. And what did we say I do? I stand for myself. And you know how much standing for yourself is hard. Well, especially because another thing that I discovered I have is people pleasing tendencies. Well, now I don't want to be seen as a bad person, but now, so that's why I let people slide. Like, okay, I said I want to go home by 8, but now you are making me go home at 9. 1 hour is not a problem, so I won't say anything. But now, because I know it's a problem, I have to say something. But when I say something, I become a bad person because, hey, you never used to act like this. Why are you acting like this? Why are you so uptight? No, I don't want to be a bad person. No, standing up for myself. I think it's so hard. Me, I struggled with that so much. Another one, like the boundaries, the way I'm saying, it's like even with your family, like with your parents, and you know, like for me, I've come from a family where it's like, if you say certain things or you talk in a firm way, like you're refusing something, that's going to be taken as you are becoming a bad child. So, hey, for me, it was so hard, and because now there's this exercise I was doing where I write down like the times that I've stuck to my boundaries, the times where I've spoken out, and it's like now I know that time I was supposed to speak out, but I haven't, and I have so much fear of actually speaking out. And when I do, and it's received badly, where it's like, oh, why are you being like this? No, I feel bad. I feel bad, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. And then to become so, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel in myself like, hey, this is a hard thing to do. And I think that's what like getting out of the comfort zone is. That's how it feels. You just feel like where you don't have the psyche to do it, and it's just so like you want to do it, but it's so hard, so hard. So yeah, I was like, well, I need to pause because I wasn't ready for this. People normally romanticize therapy so much. Hey, they don't say how hard it is to actually follow through. If you have actual issues, hey, it's just so hard sometimes to execute the things that you are supposed to execute for you to have to live comfortably. But hey, just one day at a time, I guess. Tell me in the comment, have you been implementing the things that you're learning in therapy, and how has that been for you? Is it as hard as it is for me, or it's easier for you? If it's easy, please give us tips. Well, for me it's just so hard. I had to say I give up, and then not I give up, I fall down, I'll get up later. Then another reason that I post going to therapy is because it unlocks painful truths, or let me say childhood traumas that you'd stored and you'd forgotten about them now that you're in therapy, because most of the issues someone has normally stem in childhood and are normally caused by maybe the way you are brought up, maybe your relationship with your caregivers, could be parents, grandparents, teachers. Well, I never knew my teachers traumatized me until I went to therapy. Well, some of those things you thought were good. Me, like in my boarding primary school, we used to be given so much work until you don't even have time to play, and then you pass exams, and it's like, yeah, this school is good, what. But then, because I never had time to play, now I don't know how to relate with people. Like me, if you put me in a social setting, I just wonder, hey, what am I supposed to do here? I'm just like, I got used to just being busy in my head, in my just doing something, but except talking to people, interacting with people, and like that was actually seen as a good thing that time. But now I'm being told, well, it affected you negatively also. Or like, like for me, I normally view my family to be like a happy family, a good family, like even the extended one. You think, oh, we are united, we respect each other and things like that. But where you come to realize, they are the first people who don't respect your boundaries. Yani, me, I didn't want to know. Where am I coming to a realization that these people who I call family, they actually don't respect me, or they cross my boundaries anyhow, and I allow, me, I never, cause now it's making you start viewing them differently. And like I'm saying, for me, setting, like standing up for what I have learned in therapy was really hard. So now I don't know how do I tell them, what they are doing is wrong. Hey, me, I just had to stop fast, because for me, the picture I've painted for these people is perfect. They are perfect. They don't have any flaws. But now I'm realizing they have flaws, and I don't know what to do with that information. So it's like, hey, let me just go fast, rest, prepare myself to uncover whatever I will uncover, and know how to deal with it then, because I wasn't ready, like I was not ready for realizing some things. The other reason that I post going to therapy was because the decisions were not being made for me, and I was the one who had to make the decisions. And what do I mean by this? It's like, if you're talking to your friend and you tell them your problem, they will give you the solution. Or if you're talking to just anyone, a normal person, they'll give you the solution. And for me, that's what I thought therapy is. I thought it's going to be given advice, I follow it, and then I succeed. But no, they don't make the decision for you. You have to say, like, if maybe you are in a bad relationship and you are saying, oh, this person does not respect your boundaries, and then they'll ask you, so if they are not respecting your boundaries, what do you think you should do? And now you have to be the one saying, maybe I should leave them. Maybe, hey, oh, why are you making me the bad guy? Like, you be the bad guy. I need an excuse. If I'm going to break up with someone, I need to be like, my therapist said I should break up with. But now it's been like, you are the one who will come to a decision. Hey, anyway, I need to break up with this person. Or, oh, I don't have to be friends with these people anymore. Or, I have to apply for the jobs. Me kwanza the jobs part. She's like, what do you normally do to ensure you get jobs? And I just apply for jobs. So what else do you think you can do? And now I have to say things that I don't want to do, like going door to door, dropping my, hey, I thought you are going to be given advice, but this one, for now, I'm the one who has to figure it out. Like, they'll ask you leading questions that will lead you to the answer that you are afraid of saying or acknowledging. But me, I thought, yeah, go say my problem, be given an answer, say another problem, be given an answer. But now, because if you say it, now that you've said, okay, I need to do more to help myself get a job, now that means you have to apply for jobs every day. Before you are applying just one every week, and so that you can have time to complain, and you have time to complain, and complaining is good. But now you've already said, I need to apply for the jobs every day. So now you have to keep that promise to yourself. Hey, I didn't like that part. I thought I would just go be given advice, decide if I will follow it or I will not follow it. But now, because I'm the one figuring it out for myself and saying what I want, it, yeah, I mean, I wasn't prepared for that, and it was hard because also I think I wasn't ready to get out of my comfort zone. So yeah, that was that. And then lastly, the other reason that made me pause going to therapy was because now I started seeing people's problems and being like, you need to go to therapy for this. And it's like, it made me realize why many people, when people start going to therapy, they start telling others to, and encouraging people to go to therapy, because you'll be sitting and you're like, oh, this is exactly what I was talking about in my session and I got helped. Maybe they should go too, because I don't want to start giving people advice and they won't follow. Let them go also. They figure it out for themselves and they do what they have decided to do. And then also, because I feel like I'm the only one, or I was the only one going to therapy at that time in my family. So it's like, hey, like, you guys, we have problems and you are just sleeping. I started noticing the differences of like how we are thinking. Because for me, I've gone to therapy and a certain way that I was thinking now has changed. But now I'm the minority. The majority, they've not gone to therapy, they've not dealt with their issues. So it's like, hey, like, I just look at them and I'm like, well, we need to go to therapy and talk about these things. And now it's like you are all alone, you are thinking, it's just you are the only one who thinks that way, and it's like, hey, no, me, I don't want to be, yani, you are surrounded by people who think, I don't know, with the glasses of whatever issues someone is dealing with. Normally there's that quote that I saw that, I don't know, heal so you experience the world without the, I don't know if it's glasses or what, like the mindset of your problems. So yeah, when I started seeing that difference, it became uncomfortable for me, because now you are not sharing a similar way of thinking, and I don't want to leave like my family behind or outgrow them. So I was like, let me just pause and then I'll go back when I'm ready. And then also when I start encouraging people to go to therapy, so that we can like be on the same wavelength. If I say, it's good to express your feelings, I'm not met with, no, but you should not think this way, you should not do this, you should not do that. Yeah, I want us to be on the same length. So that is the end of my video, guys. I hope that you've liked it and hope that you have learned something. I still advocate for therapy and I'll be going back. I hope you also go to therapy if you've not gone. If you are going, good job, keep going, and let's heal together. And until next time, bye.